My name's Wayne Hancock. I'm 45 years old, and I play swing for a living.
Hey sister, ain't you glad? Have you heard the news about good rockin' at midnight?
You know, we started out like everybody else did. We used to sing in church, and my father, he was a jack of all trades. So we'd go from Texas to Idaho. We moved back to Texas, then we go up to Kansas, then we go back to Idaho, then we move back to Texas. You know, the kind of moves that can kill you. You know, if you're a kid, because you're moving from north to south, literally. So every time you go somewhere, you're the opposite. You know, I go up north, I was a rebel, and went up down south, then I was the damn Yankee. You know.
What would you consider yourself now?
Man, I guess I'm just an American. You know, I've been so many places that I kind of feel like I'm home everywhere I go. You know.
There's a big black cloud blowing in from the west. Well, I've been driving all day, Lord, I sure could use some rest. There's a motel up ahead where I can unwind. But I sure love thunderstorms and neon signs. I grew up on the road from town to town. My daddy line of work kept us moving around. I got fond memories of the way things were back then. The warmth of the neon when a bad storm was moving in. We listened to the opera small cafe. We would stop to get a bite along the way. Whenever I hear the wheels begin to whine, it take me back to another time. I got a real nice room with a radio and TV. And if motel living is the only life for me, and it looks like it'll be raining for quite some time. Mixed with the lightning and the glow from a neon sign.
Dad brought me my first guitar, I guess, when I was 10. The guitar was like this, so you got to kind of look up to see over that arch, you know.
Yeah.
But the first time I picked up a guitar and started playing it, and I knew what the chords were, I was playing Tom Dooley, you know. And I was playing it the way I play it now. I was doing that thumb thing and hitting it with my fingers. I guess music got me through school, because I never got another fight again after that, you know. Sing Hank Williams in the 1980s, you had a place in just about every bar on Highway 80 in East Texas, you know. I got a Hank Williams record when I was, I guess, 9 years old. It's the only good thing I ever got out of Nashville, you know. Sister bought it home, and the couple first songs I put on, one was Jambalaya, that was my dad talked about, he liked that song, so. And the other one was Lovesick Blues. When I heard Lovesick Blues, well, I got a chill, you know. Big old chill ran up my spine. And I said, that's for me. That's what I want to do. I was real shy when I started out, but I used to just look into the lights, or you're looking over the audience, which is, I still do that. Because when you're playing in these joints that we play in sometimes, or these places, if you look at somebody's girl for any more than a second, that could be seen as a pass. You know, that can open up to a gunfight or a knife fight pretty fast, so you don't want that, you know. So.
Who's going to jail tonight? You got any winners? Anybody going to jail? There's a couple of people. I'm going.
I was supposed to serve 8 days one time, but only spent 4 hours in there. I think they must have liked me or something, because they let me out early. I was kind of bummed about it. Went in there, you know, expecting to do some time and get an experience out of it, you know. Maybe write some songs, get to talk to some people. get to know jail life, you know. Because this is the only job in the world where you can go to jail and it's okay, you know. In fact, people prefer it if you go to jail around in country music.
Stand the mama, cause you're waiting for your friends, but you can sign a violation, baby, homie, yeah. You're pushing me around and doing that old joke. And if you get your way, I'll be locked up in the room, okay, Johnny Law. Why you picking on me, Johnny Law? Driving off on misery, you got the biggest attitude I ever saw. I've been wishing I was getting Johnny Law. Back there. He's over there somewhere. I don't know about merchandise. Yeah, baby. Oh, he's over there. Go over there and get some records. We can't get him at TA. And we don't even fuck with Walmart, so don't go there. Hang on to your money and use it to buy alcohol.
I kind of got into drinking because Hank Williams was my hero. And he drank. He was a big hero. And you know, I know you're not supposed to idolize people's faults, but for some reason, my father always talked about going to jail like it was fun, and hell, Hank Williams was always going to jail and getting drunk, so that's what I grew up doing, was getting drunk, you know. And if you're playing in bars and you're singing what those old timers wanted to hear, they ain't gonna pay you no $100, but they'll give you 100 beers, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a real alcoholic, but I'm not one of those guys that has to have it when he's in the bar, or he just absolutely goes crazy and he has to drink. But I'm one of those guys about I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's just like anybody else. I get drunk at the wrong times, you know.
Right.
And in the past, I've gotten drunk throwing some shows pretty good. You know, the audience is forgiving. You don't do it that often, but man, I never forget those shows. It's, you know, that's pretty bad, man. You know, grew up in front of a bunch of people that paid to see you play.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the big el.de.te daddy over here. So yeah, I opted to drink for those left-handed luckies, you know.
Mm-hmm. And so it just, and when did it get to be just too much? And just...
I think it got to be too much when I was getting drunk at 6 months at a time, you know.
Yeah.
Part of the key to staying off it is not forgetting, because every time I forget, I wind up back in county jail again, you know.
Sitting in a juke joint, surrounded by alcohol. Sitting in a juke joint, surrounded by alcohol. Well, if I'm gonna have me one beer, you know I'm gonna drink them all. Well, temptation, temptation, why you wanna mess with me? Yeah, temptation, temptation, why you wanna mess with me? Well, you're all about nothing, hard times and misery.
I was opening for Johnny Paycheck at the Nashville Palace, and two guys came up to me in the audience and they had a recorder and they said, our boss is doing your song, we want to play it for you. And it was 87 Southbound, and I was just so happy that somebody was doing my song, you know. And not only that, but they were doing it kind of like it goes, you know. I mean, the guy could actually sing, and he sounded a lot like Hank Williams. Now, as funny as that is, I didn't know he was Hank Williams' grandson. I just thought he was some guy that had another band, you know. But they played it for me, and I just told him, I said, man, you tell your boss he can do any of my songs he wants, you know. And we got to be good friends. We got in a car wreck together one time. I was rolling a joint in the passenger side, and Hank was driving, and the lady broadsided us in an intersection, and we had the right of way. So Shelton looks at me. There's weed all over the floorboards, and the cops are coming up the street. And he says, "Why don't you get on out of here?" He goes, "My dad can get me out of trouble around here." He goes, "I got a name, you know." I said, "But you're an outsider." I didn't think about it, the significance of who he was. What I thought about was, well, he's my friend. I'm not gonna let him go to jail by himself. If he goes to jail, I'm going with him, you know. So I went ahead and stayed there, but I didn't think about it till later how funny that would have been to be thrown in jail with Hank Williams III, you know.
So you got away then?
Oh yeah, we got out of it. There's one of his songs that I really like, and I can do it because he kind of wrote it the way that I write mine. And that's One Horse Town.
Yeah.
A lot of the rest of his stuff, if I listen to it, I start wanting to drink, you know. Because he got a lot of songs about drinking, you know.
5 shots of whiskey.
Yeah, and battling addictions, and man, last time I listened to his stuff, I wound up getting drunk. So, I like 3 and everything, but damn, he's got to write some songs about not drinking so I can listen to his music again.
87 southbound to San Antonio. It's getting late out. Well, I'm 40 miles from home. The rain keeps a falling like a tear in my eyes, just trying to wash away all the hurt from all your lies.
Play like there's no tomorrow, because there might not be a tomorrow. You know, I got it tattooed on my arm. Play till you die. You know.
Is that gonna be on your tombstone?
Well, my tombstone will say I'm dead. I played till I died.
Well, yeah, we're just